I know this is a weird topic, but this needs to be addressed in every community out there. Um, the type of music that you embody or like that you take in mentally affects the type of person you are or affects the type of person you're gonna be. You know, if you're listening to music that makes you hot, makes you pumped up, it makes you feel good. And if you listen to music that makes you like just absolutely down and like depressed or something, it's literally gonna put you down there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I used to be like that, right? When I went through a depression state, or when I was like in a depressed time in my life, in order for me to combat the depression, I would literally listen to more depressing music to make me even feel more depressed or make me feel even more down. Because it felt like the sadness I felt from the music was a way for me to cope with my emotions or for cope with what I was dealing with. And I, I thought I was doing a great change for myself. I thought I was doing something good for myself because, you know, if I'm listening to music that makes me feel even shittier, it justifies my situation. It justifies my depression. And that's what I mean by the music you take in can affect you spiritually. Yeah, I'm spiritually and mentally. I feel if when I was listening to it, it's like all I could do was just sit back in my in a dark room or like something and just think about bad and negative thoughts, you know, thoughts that don't need to be thought of, or some thoughts that don't need to be so out there, you know? And it gets to a point where it makes you borderline crazy, right? Because all you're adding to your playlist really is the saddest songs you can ever find, songs that relate to what you're going through. And it's understandable, you want a song that relates to what you're going through, but you'll want it to literally take over your entire thinking, right? You don't want it to take over your entire thinking. And I used to be, I also used to like listen to like rap songs that had to do with like killing. I mean, that had to do with like basically unaliving people, or, you know, every single time. And it made me think very negatively every single time. Like, it would make me basically almost a crash out in a sense. Like, I would literally just want to like just go off at any time. If the opportunity arises, I would literally want to go off at any time. And I realized that songs like those, they're good. I mean, they're good in the sense of like, it gets you like, like, but up here, no, it affects you up here. If it's something you listen to like once in a while, that's fine. That's understandable. I'm not telling you what to listen to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you what to listen to. But if it's something that you listen to once in a while, that's fine. But make sure that what you're listening to doesn't affect you up here and doesn't change your perspective on some things, or even if it does change your perspective, it needs to change your perspective for the positive, you know. Uh, I had some acquaintances that I used to know, and they would, they used to listen to music like that. They would listen to music like that all the time, and you know, it showed in their life as well, their lifestyle. They used to gang bang, or like they would just basically rob places or something. I didn't know them personally. I only know them and I was just familiar with them. So, it was something that has to do with music, and said it affects us mentally. But things like that, you just have to know what you're doing, know what you're listening to. Okay. um yeah, music is, it's the key to a person's soul. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard that multiple times. I actually made a short video on that, my other YouTube channel. But music is it's the key to your soul. When you listen to music that makes you feel good, you feel good, literally. Like you feel like no amount of like troubles in the world is gonna make you sink. You know, no amount of troubles in the world, no amount of problems is gonna make you sink at all. And music is something that has been in multiple generations. It's literally a driving force for a lot of people, whether it's like at work or at school or just exercises, whatever. Music heals the soul. It heals the soul, and it makes it gives it a sense of you know, like let me like it gets you in that state. But when you listen to music that glorifies a bunch of bad things, your soul gets tainted. I'm not speaking on the religious level, okay? I hardly listen to religious music like that. But music that gives you like, that's very good. That's very like pumpy, like like pop music or something, like something that's just nice. Listen, something like those. It gets you in a very good position, good state. And of course, yeah, like the depression side, depression is a serious issue, especially in a lot of communities, and people don't know how to cope with the depression. So instead of them like, seeking help or something, they seek help either through social media or music or, just something. But when you try to fix yourself with those things, let them be positive. Some people go through depression and all they want to do is project their depression onto somebody else, project their insecurities, project their problems onto somebody else. Like it's now a rampant thing, especially now with the Gen Z community. It's like people don't know how to deal with the depression. And I'm not saying depression isn't a real thing. It's a real thing. I've experienced it. But staying in that same position, in that same depressive state, is not good for you. It's not good for you, especially when you're listening to music that glorifies your depression, that makes your depression even worse than what it is. Things like that does not help you at all. I'm so serious, like at all. Whenever you're going through a depressive moment, try to like pick up a sport, pick up something, do something, and just enjoy yourself instead of you trying to justify your depression, like trying to justify the state you're feeling by listening to more shit, more music. Nah, more shit that will actually increase your depression. You get me? So like, my word of advice is listen to the music that you can and the music that you want to. Just don't listen to music that literally affects you mentally. Let it just be like a emotional, emotional state where you're just listening to the music and it just gets you in, like you're almost flying basically. Like you're just like soaring in the air, and it's just nothing. You just, that's what music should be. Music is here and it's been here for years, and how you use it is what matters, and how you use in your daily life is also what matters as well. So, you know, I hope this helped in a sense. I hope this honestly helped you to rethink your choices of music and how it's going to affect the way you think. And yeah, hope you like the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. Yeah, just remember, okay, I believe in you. I truly do. And I believe in myself too. I'll catch you in the next one.